sacudido por sus padres cuando era bebé y lo dejaron con una grave lesión cerebral traumática.
What monsters could do this to a 3-week-old baby boy?
Sin embargo, la vida se encargó de darle otra oportunidad y fue adoptado por una amorosa y cálida familia que lo ama. Bryce tenía tan solo 3 semanas de nacido cuando sus padres biológicos lo sacudieron con tanta fuerza que destruyeron sus células cerebrales, marcando así para siempre su vida.
Bryce was born, he's adopted. He was born a healthy baby boy. And at 3.5 weeks old, he sustained shaken baby syndrome, a case so severe that it caused traumatic brain injury and actually broke several bones in his body. So he was on life support for 2 months when we were in the process of becoming foster parents, going through the training and process of getting licensed. The day we went to sign our license, our caseworker brought a referral across the desk. Since they're kind of written in code and abbreviations, she just wanted us to be familiar with some of the lingo and abbreviations and said this child's taken care of. And it was actually Bryce's referral. And reading through the thing, it was pretty traumatic to read the description of harm that had been done.
Y es que antes de encontrar esta nueva familia que se ha encargado de entregarle todo el amor y los cuidados que él necesita, el pequeño tuvo que sufrir el descargo de unos padres que solo lo a su corta edad.
It was graphic. It was graphic. The first thought that came to my mind was, what monsters could do this to a 3-week-old baby boy? There's more to that story as it's developed, but it was the most graphic descriptions I've ever, had to read on paper regarding injuries to a child, and such a small child at that. He had a full global injury, so every part of his brain was deeply affected. And when we brought him home, they told us he, was blind, he was deaf, he would never walk, he would never talk, he would never eat. Am I missing anything?
No.
And so we had no idea what his future would look like. They set us up to believe he would basically be a vegetable that loves to smile, because he was smiling when we first met him.
Y es que sacudir a un bebé es una forma muy peligrosa y común de abuso infantil, a tal nivel que 1 de cada 4 niños que es sacudido a causa de estas lesiones.
What would you say is the biggest impact of shaken baby syndrome for Bryce?
Definitely his brain. So he can't process to make the sounds of words. I know that they're up there, but all that doesn't register. So I feel like that was one of the biggest things for him, is he has so much to say, but it's so hard when he can't completely put it into words.
Do you ever see him getting frustrated that he can't communicate what he's thinking?
Yeah, so he'll get upset, he'll get he'll throw a little temper tantrum kind of, but he'll ask for something. If somebody doesn't understand, he gets a little upset, but I really just tend to help him until I understand what he's trying to say, because I don't want to make him feel bad for not being able to communicate.
How would you describe the way that Bryce communicates with others?
I feel like he's very energetic. Most people don't understand him, and sometimes I don't understand him, but I'll talk to him. He'll say his words. I'll talk to him back, and we'll have a conversation to the extent where he can have a conversation.
No obstante, pese a todas las complicaciones que el síndrome del bebé sacudido trajo a la vida del pequeño Bryce, hoy él es un niño feliz que está rodeado de mucho cariño y de personas que lo cuidan como se debe.
Would you say that Bryce is an easy kid to connect with?
Yeah.
Bryce is very easy. Especially when we first met him, shaken babies tend to be very hard to soothe, hard to calm, and very irritable. And I'm going to say this on camera regardless, but we always joke that he was shaken the right way because he's always been an easy, happy baby. He has his moments, but for the most part, he's easy, he's happy, you can soothe him, you can calm him.
He's doing things the doctor said he would never do. So we're just hopeful that as he continues to grow and retain more skill and information, that I think he's going to be a pretty successful little boy.
Y es que tanto sus nuevos padres como sus hermanos sienten que Bryce llegó a sus vidas a llenarlos de alegría y afecto.
How old is Bryce today?
Bryce is 5.5.
What's the most important thing you want others to know about Bryce?
He has a huge heart and he loves to make people smile.
Wow.
You don't want to sit anymore?
Look it.
Does he move around a lot?
Yeah, he likes being up.
Look it.
Oh, look at.
Hey, thanks for saying hi. Yeah! You're amazing, Bryce.
So we've had Bryce since I was around 10 years old.
What was it like to get another brother when you were 10 years old?
At first I wasn't really too excited, just because I was the youngest, so it was a change in the household. But the more I got to know him, the more he just kind of grew to be a part of the family, and I didn't really see him as a kid that was adopted. He was more like my brother that I've had for a while now.